So, I think I have sound now. Kan I høre mig? Perfect. Thanks, Dila. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, så jeg vil lige give det. Jeg giver den lige 2 minutter, inden at jeg moser på igen. Det beklager jeg selvfølgelig, at det sådan bliver sådan en lidt on-off stream. Men hvis ikke du har været en del af det, og bare lige har klikket ind, så har du klikket ind på Piers Creative Corner. Klokken er nu lidt over 3, og jeg beklager forsinkelsen, men af en eller anden årsag, så havde min OBS altså bestemt sig for, at den ville smide min lyd ud til højre, og sige, at det ikke fandtes. Så det vil sige, at det var min mikrofon, der lige pludselig ikke var der. Jeg ved ikke, hvad der er sket, men den var lidt underlig over tidligere på dagen, så det kan muligvis have noget med det at gøre. Jeg har gudskelov nogle rigtig søde moderatorer og sådan noget til at hjælpe mig, og til at give mig en melding i den anden ende, på at der plejer at være lyd på, hvorfor har du ikke nogen lyd? Og så kunne jeg godt se på min OBS, at der egentlig ikke rigtig var noget, der trængte igennem. Så, men nu kan jeg se, at det bevæger sig, og det registrerer, at der rent faktisk går lyd ind på min mikrofon. Yeah, go back to your game. See you later, Stella. Have a good game. Så planen er, at når Ulla hun kommer tilbage på, og forhåbentlig kan høre, hvad jeg siger, så er tanken, at vi laver noget enkeltcards her. Nogle enkeltkort. Du er her, Ulla. Perfekt. Så det starter vi med, og det er derfor, jeg har sådan lige lagt lidt ud over her. Jeg har også lige været at spise en lille smule frokost, fordi jeg ved, at jeg bliver sulten lige om lidt, så jeg har lidt, jeg lige kan mufte på. Men jeg skal nok prøve at lade med at tale og have mad i munden samtidig. Men Ulla, vi starter med det her, fordi jeg havde lovet Ulla, at vi skulle starte med det i dag, så jeg ikke glemte det. Og så det ikke bliver sådan noget kaotisk til sidst. Så det gør vi først. Det er simpelthen det første, vi gør i dag. Jeg håber, at I har nydt det gode vejr. Det har været fantastisk vejr her på Sjælland, hvor jeg bor. Og jeg havde en helt vildt fed tur på min hest i går. Jeg ved godt, og det skal jeg skynde mig at sige, at det er jo ikke retsligt, er det ikke min hest. Altså, men det er min hest i hjertet, fordi han har virkelig taget sådan en... Vi har forelsket os i hinanden, mig og Albert. Og det er måske en af de få kombinationer, hvor manden i virkeligheden vil sige, det er okay. At der er et lille kærlighedsforhold der. Og jeg har snakket med min ridelærer, som jo den, der er hesten, og hun siger, det er helt okay, du må gerne sige, det er din hest. Fordi vi har noget særligt, og det har hun også selv sagt, vi har. Så det er fint nok. Så jeg var ude på min hest i går. Og det havde en helt fantastisk tur, og han var simpelthen så blevet som en lam. Nej, det var han ikke helt, fordi det er han aldrig helt. Men vi havde en rigtig, rigtig super tur. 15. Og hvis du ser på det her og tænker, hvad er det, hun laver, så har jeg sådan nogle englekort her. Og det jeg gerne gør, det er, at jeg tilbyder folk, der vil det, så kan de få trukket et englekort og give mig et tal mellem 1 og 25. Og så trækker jeg det her kort, når jeg når til det nummer, de har valgt. Nu for eksempel Ulla har sagt 15. Og så ser vi, hvad det kort viser, og det plejer godt at passe meget godt. Og det er bare sådan en lille, sådan lidt hygge, hvad skal man sige, tillæg til min stream. Jeg har nogle andre ting, jeg også godt vil gøre på streaming, som ikke har noget med selve håndarbejde at gøre, men bare sådan lidt ekstra. Og der skal man nok være på den internationale del af det, der hvor jeg taler engelsk, for det er den, der kommer til at fylde mest af den lige. Men jeg synes også, det er super hyggeligt at have den her times tid om søndagen, hvor jeg bare kan sidde og plapper på dansk. Det sker mig særligt om. 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Og kærlighedens mirakel. Så faktisk ikke, vi har prøvet her før. Jeg har det lidt med i centrum. Det er meget, meget smukt kort også. Det er ingen for kærlighedens mirakel. Jeg er bragt til live af kærlighedens mirakel, siger den. Det er virkelig. Det skal der være her. Skytsænger. Der skal der en almindelig. Hvor er du henne? Ingen her. Det var det. Nå. Der står, englen ses side om side med turtelduer. Nå, der. Et symbol på kærlighedens mirakel. De bevingede hjul af ild er symbol på serafferne selv. Øjet for oven repræsenterer symbolet på paradisets himmel. Hjertet for neden og de åbne hænder står for længsel efter virkelig kærlighed, som vi alle deler. Engel i paradiset. Himmels funktion er at bringe mirakler ind i vores liv. Gaver til jorden, den kan hjælpe dig, så du åbner dig for at kunne modtage den kærlighed, du længes efter, værdsætte den kærlighed, du har i dit liv, og anerkende kildens mirakel af kærlighed. Englen for kærlighedens mirakel tilbyder hver af os muligheden for at lære Guds kærlighed at kende på en dyb og meningsfuld og fortrolig måde. For nogen kan det være gennem det at være forældre, for andre kan det være et spirituelt eller terapeutisk fællesskab af brødre og søstre, for andre igen opstår det måske i et dybt personligt forhold. Hver af os får mulighed for at opleve kærlighedens mirakel, og som enestående individer vil vi få tilbudt Guds gave af kærlighed. Vores valg er hver især at åbne vores hjerter, når vi vælger kærlighed i vores liv. Vil englene omfavne os og fylde vores hjerter med den guddommelige kærlighedsnåde. Kærlighedens mirakel udtrykkes bedst i menneskelige udvekslinger. For kærlighed, der er hellig, tilbyder sin smukkeste genspejling i vores forhold til hinanden. Vi kan bede englen for kærlighedens mirakel om at velsigne os med denne, den mest værdifulde gave i vores liv. Vi kan blive modtagende og fri af negativitet, så vores evne til at værdsætte og bevare den kærlighed og lade den vokse hele tiden udvider sig. Kærlighed er så dyrebar, den er vores største skat. Uanset hvilken form den kommer i, kan vi værdsætte den og være opmærksom på ikke at tage den for givet eller misbruge den. Jo klarere vi er i os selv, jo mindre vil vi tilsøle eller udsætte denne gave for den forkerte energi. Kærlighed er så speciel, at vi kun kan ære og takke kilden for oplevelsen af den. Når vi forbliver rene, arbejder med os selv, tager ansvar for vores projektioner og bevarer en positiv holdning, bliver vi mere og mere i stand til at modtage Guds kærlighed. Mirakler gives frit af Helligånden. De er tilgængelige for alle. Det eneste, vi bliver bedt om, er at være parate til at modtage dem. Vi bliver bedt om at rense vores hjerter og åbne vores sjæl, så vi kan modtage kærlighedens mirakel. Vi kan bede englen for kærlighedens mirakel om at være vores vejviser, når vi bliver bevidste om, at dette er, hvad vi virkelig længes efter i vores liv. At kende kærligheden i os selv er også at kende kærligheden, der er omkring os. Guds kærlighed gennemtrænger alt levende stof og kan opleves i alt. Så det var godt nok et meget, meget smukt kort her på en højhellig søndag. Det er pinse. Og det, jeg fejrer ikke pinse på nogen måde. Men det eneste jeg fejrer, det er, at jeg har, ikke så meget, jeg har fri i morgen, for det har jeg jo sådan set alle mandag efterhånden, eftersom jeg er fri mandag og fredag nu. Men at min mand har fri i morgen også. Så, og det kunne måske være en meget god idé at fejre vores fælles kærlighed i morgen. Eller senere i aften. Så, jeg kan godt mærke, at jeg mangler noget kærlighed, så jeg glæder mig til, at min mand kommer hjem i morgen og giver ham noget kærlighed. Ja, det er der ikke noget at sige til. Det er jo kun et sundt tegn, at du mangler det. Det vil være noget andet, hvis du tænker, nej, det kommer i morgen. det vil være lidt træls på godt jysk. Så det synes jeg er en god ting et eller andet sted. Nu skal jeg bare se, jeg har snydt lidt. Og det har jeg, fordi at jeg her i de 2 andre streams inde i dag, har egentlig, hvor jeg lå hertil. Og så havde jeg hele det her stykke her. Og så i går, så tænkte jeg, det kan jeg simpelthen ikke nå på de her 3-4 timer. Velvidende, at jeg jo nok også ville skulle snakke og sådan noget. Så derfor så har jeg valgt at snyde lidt og lave en lille smule. Jeg vil så også sige, at meget af det her er sådan, hvor jeg kan bruge min multiplacer. Det kommer til nok at gå forholdsvis hurtigt, når det kommer et stykke. Og så bevæger vi os bare nedad. Altså så rykker jeg lærredet og sådan noget, og så kører vi bare på. Så det er ikke fordi, vi sådan stopper før tid, på den måde i hvert fald, på grund af det. Så... Hey Catherine! Welcome in! Jeg har haft en lortenat. Tankerne har bare kørt helt vildt i mit hoved, så jeg måtte lægge mig syg fra arbejde i dag. Alle lige i dag lige for at komme til at komme ovenpå igen. Ja, det lyder meget fornuftigt, Ulla. Det lyder meget fornuftigt. Man skal passe på sig selv. Og der er en grund til, at vi er flexjobber. Og det skal man huske, også når man er glad, også selvom man er glad for sit arbejde. Jamen skat. Nå. Kom. Og det er noget af det, jeg har synes, noget af det, jeg synes, der har været svært med at være flexjob eller starte på den del af mit arbejdsliv, det har egentlig været at acceptere, at jeg har en begrænset arbejdskraft eller arbejdsevne, ikke? Og at jeg ikke... Der er mange ting, jeg ikke bare kan mere, som jeg bare kunne før. Og jeg har bare ikke de samme energier, som jeg har før. Hej alle, velkommen til. Dejligt at se dig. Og fordi jeg nu lige havde lidt tekniske vanskeligheder her i starten, så er jeg sådan lige en lille smule bagefter med nogle ting. Så jeg har ikke rigtig lige fået justeret med kameraet. Men det gør vi lige hurtigt, håber jeg. Så kan jeg med til at gøre det fortælle, at jeg har truffet nogle beslutninger omkring min stream. Og det er sådan lidt, gør du ikke hele tiden det, Pia? Jo, det gør jeg, og det er jo sådan en proces, tænker jeg også, fordi jeg er jo ikke så gammel i går med det her med at lave livestreaming, og jeg ved ikke så meget, faktisk, det er sådan også try and error i det, fordi, jamen, så prøver jeg at gøre noget, og noget af det lykkes, og noget af det lykkes ikke så godt, eller noget af det er for hårdt for mig, og det finder jeg først ud af hen ad vejen, og så må jeg justere igen. Og det er sådan også lidt det, jeg er ude i nu, at jeg må justere lidt, fordi jeg har rimelig travlt på mit arbejde. Og det betyder, at jeg er også ret træt, og jeg bruger rigtig, rigtig meget energi på mit arbejde. Og når det så er sagt, så vil jeg jo helst ikke nå dertil, hvor jeg lige pludselig ikke kan streame, fordi at jeg så har for meget at lave, og så bliver jeg, får jeg overbrugt, og så er det her, ikke? Så jeg vil jo helst ligesom gribe de her ting, inden det bliver for hårdt for mig. Ja, det her over, jeg kan. Så det jeg har besluttet, det er, at min torsdag stream, den aflyser jeg. Det vil sige, den bliver fuldstændig slettet af mit schema. Så jeg streamer fredag aften fra kl. 8 til kl. 12. Og så har jeg i dag, men søndag rører jeg ikke ved. Den bliver både i form og tidspunkt, og man bliver lidt, hvor den er. Det jeg så vil gøre, det er, at jeg i løbet af ugen, og det bliver formentlig mandag, kunne det blive, alt efter hvad jeg ellers har aftalt mandag, men det kunne være mandag, at jeg vil streame i løbet af dagen, og så bliver det måske kl. 12, eller 1, eller 11, eller hvad det bliver. Det bliver et eller andet sted mellem kl. 11 og kl. 1, at jeg laver den stream, fordi, og så bliver det sådan noget med 2-3 timer. Og det kan også godt være, at det for eksempel om torsdagen, at jeg gør det et par timer, eller jeg gør det om onsdagen et par timer. Men det er bare for at sige, at det så, jeg begynder at flytte nogle af de her ting til dagtimerne. Så det er der nogen, der vil sige, det kan jeg ikke, for der er på arbejde. Og så er der andre, der vil sige, hey, det passer mig rigtig godt, fordi der har jeg også fri, eller og så videre. Så på den måde, og jeg er begyndt også at have i min lille del af mit lille hjørne af Twitch-verdenen, jeg er også begyndt at have forskellige europæere på, eller folk fra min tidszone, fra den europæiske tidszone. Og det betyder jo bare, at der er nogen, som jeg kan rent faktisk invitere ind, kan man sige, ved at jeg er tilgængelig på det tidspunkt, hvor de også er vågne. Hvis der man lige ikke helt, nu skal jeg se, hvis vi så siger zoom out further, den der, så kan jeg lige vise, hvad det er for et billede, jeg arbejder på, bare lige sådan så, at vi får det på plads, fordi jeg jo skjuler ret meget af det her nede bag ved mit alt muligt. Men det er altså det her Spring Showers af Randall Spangler, jeg arbejder på. Og jeg er meget tæt på den første række, jeg er ved at gøre færdig her. Og jeg er sådan, kan man sige, jeg er jo næsten lige startet på det. Ikke? Så det er jo ikke, fordi jeg har arbejdet længe på det. Men jeg ville godt være færdig med den her række i dag. Og derfor var jeg sådan lidt, jamen det er sådan lidt mit mål i dag, og det var jeg ikke helt sikker på at kunne nå. Så derfor lavede jeg en lille smule på det i går, og tænkte, okay, så kan jeg i hvert fald minimum lave den række færdig i dag. Fordi jeg også ved, at så skal jeg lige snakke om det ene, og skal jeg snakke om det andet, og så er det ikke altid lige for lavet så meget, som jeg egentlig har regnet med. Jeg havde min stedsøn eller bonussøn og min svigerdatter, kan jeg vel godt kalde hende efterhånden, på besøg i går. Og det blev sådan lidt uden for nummer. Normalt vil jeg sige, så kommer de faktisk i løbet af ugen. Men fordi vi sådan lidt havde det svært at finde en dag, hvor det passede alle parter, så spurgte vi jo hjemme i går. Min mand skriver til mig, at jeg er ude at ride. Er det okay, at ungerne kigger forbi i aften? Og også lidt, vil du have, jeg skal sige nej til det? Eller? Og så skrev jeg, det er okay, det bestemmer du. Så han sagde, så gør de det. Okay. Og når jeg har det også sådan, at hvis jeg siger, at det må han bestemme, så mener jeg det også. Det er ikke sådan, at jeg tænker, okay, kunne du ikke have læst noget andet ud af den besked? Så de var forbi, og vi fik brugt grillen. Det var rigtig hyggeligt. Vi nåede jo at købe en ret stor grill. Og så flyttede alle ungerne hjemmefra. Så det er, og det, jeg vil sige, det er ikke fordi vi ikke så ikke bruger den, fordi det gør vi bruger den faktisk rigtig meget. Vi bruger den både fra de her forårsmåneder, og så over i sensommeren, nærmest over i vinteren også. Ikke når det bliver sådan rigtig frostvejr, men over sådan, fordi vi har sådan en overdækket terrasse, så den står semi indenfor. Den er stadigvæk udenfor, men der er overdækket, så, og det er sådan, der er direkte adgang fra stuen og ud på terrassen. Så det er sådan meget, meget bekvemmeligt, må jeg sige. Så vi bruger den rigtig meget. Det var bare sådan lidt sjovt, fordi vi havde snakket om, at men det er også fordi, det er en lille grill, og så var det nogle unger, der også begyndte at spise rigtig meget. Og vi så havde fået det her gavekort, så vi rent faktisk kunne investere i en af de lidt større grill. Så var sådan lidt, og det gjorde vi så, og så flyttede ungerne. Og så, okay, hej børn. Sådan det. Men så har der i hvert fald plads nok, når de så kommer på besøg med kærester og alt muligt. Så har vi i hvert fald plads nok på grillen, og men ikke andet, kan man sige. Og jeg må jo bøje mig i støv. Jeg har jo i mange år været så meget modstander der med de her gasgrill og sådan noget. Fordi jeg, i mine øjne var sådan en grill, det var sådan noget med kul, og man kunne sådan smage den her grillsmag og sådan noget, eller kulsmag, eller hvad man kalder det. Men jeg må jo også tilstå, at det går en lille smule hurtigere, når man gør det på en anden måde. Altså, med gassen. Der er sådan lidt hurtigere varme. Altså, den der optændingstid er noget hurtigere, end den er med kullene. Og det er nemmere at regulere, end det er med kullene, sådan lidt, altså med for meget og for lidt varme og sådan noget. Så den har jeg overgivet mig på, den der. Så har jeg på gode nyheder, og det er sådan lidt på et personligt plan. Det dem tager vi lidt. Det skal ikke være det, vi snakker om først. Hvis der er et eller andet, som I brænder for, I vil spørge mig om, et eller andet med det, jeg sidder og laver, eller noget andet, jeg har sagt eller noget, så er det bare om at gå til tasterne og spørge, fordi hvis ikke I spørger, så kan jeg ikke svare, og så kan jeg ikke rette op på eventuelle misforståelser. Hvis der skulle være sådan noget. Jeg streamer til omkring 4 med det her på dansk, og så går jeg videre til det internationale. Den internationale del af det, og fra klokken 4 og til 7:30, der foregår det på engelsk. Og det er bare for at sige, at I er mere end velkommen til at blive og være en del af det også. Så der er ikke sådan, at I skal ikke sådan, at jeg tænker, så kan I godt smutte. Men det er bare for at sige, at sådan gør jeg det. Udover det her billede, laver jeg jo også på et billede, der hedder Songs Under the Cherry Tree, som er af Chris Ortiga, som er en af mine andre favoritkunstnere. Og det går utrolig godt med det billede. Jeg nyder rigtig meget at arbejde med det. Jeg har jo så lidt lovet mig selv, at med de her billeder, jeg sidder med nu, det her og med det andet, at jeg vil kvæge, at jeg er så presset med mit arbejde, så vil jeg tage det stille og roligt. Så jeg har også tænkt mig sådan lidt at lægge semi det her med Summer of the Masters på hylden. Fordi det der er i det er, at det er 2 måneder, det løber over. Så jeg kan rent faktisk godt nå at være lidt en del af det og starte billedet op. Og hvis jeg så ikke laver det færdigt, så kan jeg jo vælge at pakke det sammen. Og jeg har både kasse, og jeg har også sådan nogle små skumruller, jeg kan rulle det over. Og så kan jeg gemme det til næste år. Og så kan jeg tage det ud til næste år og lave det færdigt. Eller jeg kan bare lave det færdigt. Nu ser vi, hvordan det går. Altså, og Summer of the Masters starter her lige om lidt. Starter 1. juni og løber fra 1. juni til 31. juli. Og der er ikke noget krav til, at man skal starte på et helt nyt lærred. Man kan sagtens starte på, når man også arbejder på det sidste år, hvis det var. Og man skal heller ikke færdiggøre sit billede. Så det betyder også, at hvis ikke man er færdig om 2 måneder, så kan man bare, så er det fint nok, kan man sige. Og det er jo lige så meget i forhold til at være med i lodtrækning om de her forskellige præmier, man kan vinde, hvis man har lyst til det. Så vidt jeg ved, så foregår det gennem, om man tagger på Instagram. Men jeg har ikke helt, den del af det har jeg faktisk ikke rigtig lige fået fat i. Men de plejer gerne, når de starter op der den første dag på de events, at tage de her ting sådan slavisk, hvad skal man gøre, og alt det her. Og så er det bare at køre noget af. Jeg har... altså det hun sagde på introvideoen, Katie fra Danish også var, at de har valgt i år, at det skal være gavekort. Fordi på den måde så ligestiller man alle, så er der ikke nogen, der ikke kan få det, fordi shipping er for dyrt eller sådan noget, ikke? Så det synes jeg lyder som en rigtig god idé. Og jeg kunne godt forestille mig, at der ville være en del af de der gavekort, der var til Damen Art Club. Men også til Ualoa eller Dreamer Design eller sådan noget. Må se, hvem det er, de har fået til at være med på at sponsorere det. Men det er som sagt ikke sikkert. Det kan godt være, at jeg bare tænker, hvad jeg venter til næste år. Jeg vil slet ikke tage hul på det billede der. Det vil jeg bare rulle sammen igen og lægge ned i sin kasse, og så lægge stenen ned i stenkassen, og så starte på et helt andet billede. Fordi det, jeg også sagde, det er, at jeg har et andet billede, som jeg rigtig gerne vil lave. Og hvor jeg tænker, at det skal jeg have kombineret med måske et Reynolds Bankler billede. Et af de lidt større Reynolds Bankler billeder måske. Fordi det er et billede, som der godt kan trække lidt små tænder ud af, men hvor resultatet skulle være helt vildt fantastisk. Så det, nu må vi se, hvad det bliver til. Så der må jeg ikke rigtig fortælle, hvad det er, jeg snakker om. Hvad det er for et billede. Så jeg fødselsdag sidste weekend, og det var en stille og rolig dag, og det var smadret hyggeligt, og vi havde bryllupsdag, det var også rigtig hyggeligt, og det var en god beslutning, altså synes jeg. Det var... Jeg havde egentlig snakket om, at vi skulle tage et eller andet sted hen, og Kronborg, eller hvad ved jeg, altså, men i virkeligheden, og det var sådan lidt, altså, så min mand virkede lidt som om han ikke havde lyst, og så siger jeg til ham, det var også din dag om søndagen, fordi der havde vi jo bryllupsdag. Så det er jo ikke kun et spørgsmål, hvad jeg ville i dag. Det var om lørdagen, var det min fødselsdag, men om søndagen var det ligesom vores dag. Og så var det også mors dag, ikke? Men i forhold til det der med at tage nogle steder og sådan noget, så siger jeg, hvis han havde mest lyst til at blive hjemme, så gjorde vi det. Og det havde han, og så var det sådan. Så det gjorde vi, og han grillede noget kød, og vi fik noget god mad, og så hyggede vi bare hjemme i stedet for. Og det er jo bare det her med, at nogle gange, så tror jeg også, måske mænd kan være sådan lidt bange for at sige fra, eller sige, det vil jeg ikke, jeg vil hellere noget andet, når vi kvinder kommer med vores store planlægningskalender om, at det her, det vil vi gerne. Det var fordi, jeg sådan lidt opdøv med min mand engang, men så var jeg sådan, at man siger, men du må gerne sige fra, du må gerne ville noget andet, og så gør vi måske det i stedet for. Så. Sådan der. Hvad så, Ulla? Hvordan skrider du frem med dit billede, synes du? hvis du har fået lavet noget på det, altså. Og så skal vi til studentergilden her sidst i juni. Det går godt. Jeg er ved at lave det sidste på anden række, så jeg kan snart rykke ned til tredje række. Fantastisk. Det kører jo bare derudad. Så jeg må også lige høre, hvad hende der, den kommende studine der, hvad hun ønskede sig, eller hvad hun kunne tænke sig, hvis det var, hun skulle have noget og sådan noget sammen. Men efter lidt snakken frem og tilbage, så tror jeg, vi gør noget helt andet. Og det er lidt, fordi vi har ikke særlig mange penge at rykke rundt med lige nu. Så det er også sådan lidt, jamen altså, hvad kan man så være bekendt og give og sådan noget. Ikke? Så hvis jeg siger, at vi kan give hende sådan et gavekort, og så kan vi til sådan et oplevelsesgavekort, hvor hun kan tage på café med sine veninder eller med sin kæreste, og fejre det, at hun er blevet færdig på den måde. Fordi der skal nok være andre, som skal give hende alt det der andet materiale. Men det var måske meget godt i vores ånd i virkeligheden at give hende sådan et oplevelsesting. I stedet for. Fordi det er så meget, hun ønsker sig smykker og ønsker sig tøj. Og sådan, ja, okay. Og der er jeg jo nok også bare sådan lidt, hvor er det kedeligt at ønske sig, ikke? Altså, selvfølgelig er det ikke det, men I ved, hvad jeg mener. Så, men så har jeg også, fordi jeg skal så have ordnet fødder inden, og jeg den samme uge der, og jeg skal have ordnet mine negle. Det glæder mig rigtig meget til. Også i samme uge. Så det var også lige så meget, at det var sådan lidt, fordi jeg skal jo ligesom være sammen i samme stue, eller inde på samme matrikel som deres mor, drengenes mor. Så jeg skal helt sikkert bare være, det skal sidde i skabet, ikke? Agtigt. Og det kommer altså ikke helt til alligevel, fordi jeg har hverken tid eller penge eller noget til at gøre noget med mit hår. Det kan godt være, at jeg måske kan putte penge i en frisør, men det tvivler jeg på. Nu må vi se. Jeg har stadigvæk hele det meste af juni måned at løbe på. Jeg har ikke, men altså, så bliver det noget med, at det bliver klippet eller et eller andet. Og så vil jeg nok hellere alligevel bare sætte det op i en knold på toppen af hovedet, og så er det overstået. Så har jeg har det sådan lidt, det ved jeg ikke, om der er nogen af jer, der kender, men det her med, at hvis jeg har mit hår sat op, så føler jeg mig sådan lidt mere i kontrol, end hvis og sådan lidt mere, at jeg er beskyttet på en eller anden måde. Men hvis mit hår hænger løst, så føler jeg mig sådan lidt mere sårbar. Så er jeg sådan en lille smule mere, så kan jeg bedre fange sådan lidt på den forkerte fod. Så, og det skal jeg bestemt ikke den der. Jeg har ikke tænkt mig at starte noget drama eller noget. Men jeg bliver nødt til at have de der parader op. Jeg bliver nødt til at passe på mig selv. Og det bliver også helt sikkert noget med, at hvis der på nogen måde er nogen som helst antydning af noget whatsoever, så er vi den, der kører. Altså, så jeg vil ikke være en del af det. Det er bare sådan, det er. Og så må de synes, hvad de synes om mig, eller om os, for så vidt. Hendes familie, fordi det behøver jeg ikke at retfærdiggøre, hvis det er, jeg ikke føler mig godt tilpas. Fordi hans ekskone har tænkt sig at fylde det meste af festen. Det kan hun formentlig gøre, fordi hun er en type, der ikke har det så godt, hun er ikke opbært, så hun ligger på hende. Så, men altså, jeg tror, at strategien er sådan noget med, at vi bare finder et sted, hvor vi kan sidde i fred og ro, og snakke med nogle mennesker, eller et eller andet, og spise mad, og så kører vi igen. Altså, det er ikke, jeg har ikke tænkt, vi skal ikke være der hele natten, eller noget som helst, og feste lagt ud på morgenen, altså. Så det bliver stille og roligt. Jeg søgte jo, eller jeg havde en opfølgningssamtale med min flexjob-konsulent her for nogle uger siden. Og i den forbindelse snakkede vi om, at jeg skulle bruge en stol ind til mit kontor inde i byen. Ikke inde i byen, men der hvor vi har kontor nu. Jeg arbejder jo egentlig med udgangspunkt, så arbejder jeg mest derhjemme, og så havde vi sådan lidt, så mødtes vi, lejede vi, det kan man jo lege sådan et kontor på timebasis, hvis vi skulle have møder med min chef. Men nu har vi så fået vores eget kontor, og i den forbindelse betyder også, at jeg tager på kontoret en gang om ugen, sådan cirka. Og er der 4-5 timer i hvert fald. Nej, max. Og der har jeg bare et par gange undret mig over, at jeg var fuldstændig smadret dagen efter. Og ikke så meget sådan smadret op i hovedet, fordi selvfølgelig er man det. Fordi, men jeg har, det er meget påvirkning og mange ting, jeg skal forholde mig til, når jeg er derinde. Men min krop var helt færdig. Altså jeg var virkelig, virkelig færdig med min krop. Og tænkte, det er sgu nok, fordi jeg sidder på den der dårlige stol derinde. Så med start var sådan meget, det gør ikke noget, fordi jeg er ikke særlig tit herinde, og hvis jeg er her, så er det ganske få timer. Men sådan er det ikke mere. Og så fortæller min sagsrådgiver, socialrådgiver, der sidst siger hun, problemet er bare, at i dag, der har de ikke kompetence til at sige ja eller nej til sådan en, bevilge en stol, bevilge hjælpemidler. Det skal få et udvalg, så man kan ikke bare få hjælpemidler i dag. Okay. Og at pengene bliver holdt tæt til kroppen. Så da vi sådan i første omgang snakker om det, så er hun sådan egentlig ret afvisende over for det, og sådan lidt, det skal du ikke regne med. Så kommer vi til møde, og vi får snakket frem og tilbage, og hun snakker om arbejdet, og så siger jeg, at sådan som jeg har samlet timerne nu, så er det bare, altså, det kan jeg kun gøre. Altså, jeg kan kun holde den kørende, hvis jeg får en ordentlig stol sidde i, og så bliver jeg nødt til at omrokere igen, fordi jeg kan ikke være inde på det arbejde så lang tid, hvis jeg skal sidde på de der dårlige stole. Så summa summarum blev, at hun sagde, at inden vi sluttede møde, jeg synes, vi skal prøve at søge den der stol der. Så du må prøve at skrive til mig, hvad det er, altså hvorfor det er, at du skal bruge en stol. Det er bedre, at du skriver det, fordi du ved, hvad det er, du har brug for. End at jeg prøver ligesom at gætte mig frem til, hvad der er, du har brug for. Og så selvfølgelig også, fordi hun ved, at jeg er uddannet, ikke? Så det er jo sådan lidt, det er nok bedre. Det har jeg heller ikke nogen problemer med overhovedet. Så det gjorde jeg. Og så skulle det jo få det her udvalg her i den 15. maj. Det var i onsdags. Der var jeg så, tilfældigvis havde jeg sådan en rigtig dårlig dag, så der måtte jeg melde mig syg. Der skrev hun, eller jeg fik så et brev i min inbox om, at de rent faktisk skal bevilge mig den her stol. Så jeg blev kontaktet af ergopartner i torsdags, hvor vi snakkede om de detaljer, forskellige mål, og hvor stor skal den være, og hvor dybt skal sædet være, og sådan noget. Så jeg skrev, hvad det var for et størrelse sæde, jeg mente, jeg skulle have, og jeg ville gerne have sådan noget memory foam, fordi jeg tænker, at det vil mit sæde være rigtig glad for. Og så er det min stol på den måde, at der er ikke nogen andre, der må bruge den. Det er et hjælpemiddel. Så det er sådan, altså, og at det for så vidt er arbejdsgiver, der så afholder. Hvis nogen går i stykker eller noget, så er det min arbejdsgiver, der skal afholde udgiften til det. Ikke for noget, man lader den bare op igen. Ej, okay. Det gør jeg. Ja. Så, men det var rigtig, rigtig dejligt at få den, fordi så, jeg ved ikke, hvor lang tid det går, men det er jo sådan en, den bliver jo egentlig specielt sat sammen til mig. Så det er jo det, jeg har ikke hørt om, det ikke kunne lade sig gøre. Så jeg får vel besked, hvornår den lander hos Ergopartner, og hvornår de så kan levere den til min arbejdsplads. Fordi så har jeg nemlig både en stol hjemme og en stol på min arbejdsplads. Og så kan det godt være, at det på min arbejdsplads, fordi den er nyere, og det måske er bedre, at jeg så rykker rundt. Men det vigtigste er, at jeg har en begge steder. Og det, der gør de her stole så dyre, som den nu er den her, det er, at den har låsbart hjul, sådan så at det bliver ligesom at sidde i en almindelig stol. Sådan så at jeg... skal jeg lige zoome ind her? Zoom in closer. Sådan så at sådan der. Hvis, når jeg sidder i den, så det der går galt med en almindelig kontorstol, det er for det første, så er den som regel for dyb til mig. Så jeg sidder ude på kanten af stolen, og så fordi den så ikke er låsbar, så sidder jeg sådan hele tiden småkorrigeret, og det bruger jeg helt vildt mange kræfter på, åbenbart. Så det er sådan lidt derfor. Jeg skal have sådan en med låsbar hjul, så jeg kan sidde godt, men også så den ikke rykker sig så meget, fordi så slapper jeg nemlig helt vildt. Altså, den jeg har nu, den slapper jeg i. Og så har jeg jeg vil lige afprøve om den skammel, som jeg har fået bestilt hjem, om den er god nok, og det tænker jeg ikke, den er. Jeg kan godt lide den i hvert fald, så det kan godt være, at vi skal have en til. Ind til kontoret. Så det var den ene nyhed, som jeg egentlig sådan synes nok egentlig var den største nyhed, men det er det ikke, for der er en anden også. Og den anden nyhed er, at min mand har snakket med Dansk Ældreforbund, som jo sådan kan man sige en stor hovedorganisation i forhold til fagforeningerne. Han var nede hos dem i torsdags, i en lokalafdeling, og fremlægge sin sag, og sige sådan og sådan og sådan. Og hvad tænker I? Og ham man snakket med var sådan meget, jamen, det synes jeg, han er med helt klart, der var en sag i, og han kunne sagtens se, hvad der var galt, og det første, han spørger om dem, hvorfor de ikke fortalte, hvad de så skulle gøre, hvorfor det går så lang tid. Ja. Men det han så også kunne fortælle, det var jo, at der er ikke nogen lov for fagforeningerne om, hvad de i forhold til markedsføringsloven. Den gælder ikke for fagforeninger. Så de må sådan set skrive, hvad de har lyst til på deres hjemmeside, uden at der er nogen, der kan komme efter dem. Så de må godt lade være med at skrive på deres hjemmeside, hvis ikke de mener det til deres fordel. Så må de godt skrive, eller udlade, at de ikke har foretaget for arbejdsretten. Men det han faktisk fortalte, det var, at de kunne have taget det til afskedelsesnævnet i stedet for. Og være gået den vej. Men det tror jeg simpelthen ikke, de ved, de kan. Og jeg tror, den eneste grund til, at de sagt nej til det, er fordi, at de kan simpelthen ikke, de har ikke nok viden inden for den her branche her. Men så har jeg også bare sådan, hvorfor helvede er man så ikke bare ærlig og siger, jamen ved I hvad, venner, hvis jeg kunne, så ville jeg rigtig gerne hjælpe jer. Jeg tænker, der godt kan være en sag, men vi har simpelthen ikke kompetencen til det i forhold til det her specialområde og inden for servicebranchen. Fordi så havde man måske kunne gøre noget, altså så havde vi ikke stået her 2 måneder senere og været sådan, ved at være kørt død i ressourcer, men nej. Så, og ham der, han snakkede med i torsdag, så han mente, der var en sag, og han ville også rigtig gerne køre den, men han skulle snakke med sin formand først, fordi det er jo formanden for afdelingen, der bestemmer det. Så de vendte tilbage i fredag og sagde, at de ville gerne føre sagen. Så det er jo helt vildt fantastisk, og jeg synes det bedste af det hele er, at min mand er blevet anerkendt i, at det ikke er ham, der har været noget galt med, og som ham der fra Dansk Elforbund, som spurgte sådan lidt, jamen hvor mange er I ansat? Jamen der var så de her knap 30 ansat, og hvor mange er så blevet fyret og bortvist? En. Det lugter jo også lidt af noget chikane eller noget, ikke? Altså, det kan man jo ikke, det kan ikke, man kan forsvare på nogen måde. Og så siger jeg, men det er fordi, hvordan kan du nøjes med bortvis en, hvis alle gør det på samme måde? Så, det er super fedt. Og vi er super spændte. Og som jeg sagde, der er jo alt, altså han mener faktisk, der er en god sag. Han mener, der er en god sag for, at vi kan vinde den. Eller min mand kan vinde den. Men der er jo altid en procesrisiko, men det mener han, at der kan jo være en risiko for, at den dag, der kører blæser vinden den forkerte vej, og så taber man sagen. Men det, jeg tror, der også er vigtigt, det er, særligt også for min mand, det er ligesom, at at folk tror på ham. At han ikke hele tiden går med den der følelse af, om det er nok måske også ham, der er noget galt med. Det er ikke ham, der er noget galt med. Det er de andre, der er noget galt med. Det er de andre, der er nogle idioter. For nu at sige det som det er. Så det er rigtig, rigtig fedt, og det bliver rigtig, rigtig spændende at se, hvordan det kommer til at gå. Der er ingen tvivl om, at han skal jo melde sig ind i Dansk Elforbund, og med tilbagevirkende kraft og sådan noget. Der er ikke nogen grænse for, hvor mange fagforeninger man kan være medlem af åbenbart. Og man skal melde sig skriftligt ud af en fagforening. Åbenbart. Så jeg skal også have meldt mod af det faglige hus. Fordi jeg vil selvfølgelig ikke støtte noget, der behandler min mand på den måde, det er klart. Og så snakker jeg lidt med en af dem, jeg rider sammen med også. Eller, jeg rider ikke sammen med hende, men vi stod tit på hinanden derude. Og som hun sagde, jamen, det kan være, at du skal overveje, om du overhovedet skal stå i en fagforening. Altså, fordi jeg har jo ikke, altså, der hvor jeg er nu. For det første, så er jeg funktionæransat. Og når man er det, så er man forholdsvis godt beskyttet. Altså, og jeg er hverken ude på at skal være gravid eller noget. Så det er en ren arbejdssituation i forhold til, hvis de har tænkt sig at fyre mig, og bortvise mig, fordi de ikke mener, jeg, altså igen, de skal virkelig kunne argumentere godt for den, eller bevise det, ikke? Og hvis i det forhold, jeg har til min chef og til min arbejdsplads nu, gør bare, at jeg tænker, at det virker så usandsynligt, hvis vi nogensinde skulle nå dertil. Fordi min chef er så meget leder, og så meget ops på det her med kan og vil, og opkvalificering og alt sådan noget, ikke? Og vi har nogle rimelig åbne dialoger omkring, hvor grænserne ligger henne og sådan noget. Så hvis der var noget, han ikke mente, der fungerede, det har vi også aftalt, så skal han selvfølgelig sige det til mig, så jeg har muligheden for at korrigere det. Og så er det noget, jeg først siger den dag, hvor det er for sent. Så det er også derfor, jeg tænker, og jeg skal jo ikke stå i en A-kasse, fordi jeg er flexjobmodtager, eller jeg er flexjobber, så det behøver jeg jo, skal jeg som ikke. Så det skal kun være, at jeg gerne vil støtte en fagforening, som for eksempel Dansk Socialrådgiverforening, og så i forhold til at kunne få fagstof derfra og følge med, holde fingeren på pulsen og sådan noget. Det kunne være, at det var det, jeg ville gøre, eller det var en af de ting, der kunne gøre, at jeg ville melde mig ind i en fagforening. Det kunne være sådan noget. Men udover det har jeg ikke rigtig noget at bruge den til faktisk, fordi jeg er funktionæransat og arbejder under funktionærloven, så jeg har stadigvæk jeg er stadigvæk løn under sygdom og alle de her ting. Og så er man jo også generelt mere beskyttet som flexjobber, fordi hvis ikke der er en overenskomst, så arbejder du jo under funktionærloven, eller hvis ikke den gælder, jamen så arbejder du under den overenskomst, der ligger tættest op af det arbejde, du nu varetager. Så på den måde, så er det meget lidt, man kan komme i klemme dybest set, når det kommer til stykker. Og jeg er ingen tvivl om, at hvis jeg kommer i en situation, hvor jeg ikke kunne lide at være der, eller følte, jeg blev dårligt behandlet, så ville jeg jo også starte med at kontakte min rådgiver og sige, at jeg skal et andet sted hen. Altså, jeg ville jo ikke starte med at ringe til fagforeningen og sige, gør noget. Så på den måde, så tænker jeg også, at min situation er lidt anderledes. Så det kan godt være, at det er bare bedre, at jeg sparer de penge og bruger dem på noget andet i virkeligheden, ikke? Så det har jeg sådan lidt gået og tænkt lidt over. Netop fordi jeg er funktionær, så hvilket jeg jo lidt havde glemt i skyndingen, men det var der jo lige nogen, der mindede mig om, at det der vist nok noget med, jeg var. Så, men det er super fedt, og der er ingen tvivl om, at vi krydser fingre, og vi beder til alle dem, vi kan bede til, og alt det her om, at når så den kommer for... De går formentlig til laver til en voldgiftssag. Klokken er mange. Og hvis man ikke rigtig ved, hvad en voldgift er, eller en voldgiftssag, så kan jeg fortælle det. Det er faktisk, hvor man kan sige, at det man gør, det er, at man i stedet for at gå til retten, gå i arbejdsretten med det, så kan man egentlig nedsætte sin egen ret. Og på den måde, at der er nogle dommer, voldgiftsdommer, som hver partner vælger nogle voldgiftsdommer, og så sætter de sig ned og finder ud af, hvad de mener om den sag der. Og så bliver tvisten egentlig afgjort mellem dem. På den måde, man sådan jo i forhold til nogle rammer og nogle regler, laver en ret, en retsramme, hvor man så afgør en sag. Og det bliver man bindende virkning. Der er ingen tvivl om, at den er lige så god som en alle andre. Men det kan være lidt nemmere, end at skal gå igennem arbejdsretten, fordi arbejdsretten tager længere tid, og der kan voldgiftssagerne måske være en lidt kortere proces, hurtigere proces i det. Og står der her, voldgift er et alternativ til de traditionelle retssager, men voldgiftssager har det samme formål, nemlig at løse en tvist. Voldgift er opbygget på baggrund af aftalefrihed, hvorfor parterne ved voldgift kan tage styring i sagsforløbet. Det er ikke en mulighed hos domstolen. Nej, hos domstolen der er det udelukkende dommerne, der råder og regerer. Så, men det havde de taget, det er den måde, de har tænkt at gøre det på. Jeg tror også, det er den måde, de fleste af deres de sager, der handler. Han har haft 5 sager, der næsten 100% matcher min mands. Og de har haft flere sager, som har været meget tæt op af, eller som har haft det samme tema, kan man sige. Og som han sagde, der er med GPR og GPS, at der er jo forskel på at bruge GPS'en i drift og med, så man har styr på, hvor folk er henne, og man kan effektivisere og sige, okay, jeg skal lige se, hvor er Kai henne, jamen han er i Helsingør, godt, jeg har lige fået en opgave i Helsingør, ergo kan han lige så godt få den. Det er en fuldstændig reel, legal måde at gøre det på. Men det, de har gjort med min mand, det er, at de har brugt GPS'en som en overvågning. Det er jo ligesom ikke okay. Plus, at han fortalte, at der vist mellem DA og DI ligger en aftale om, at det må man ikke. Og det er sådan lidt, men det er vel en almen viden, alle har adgang til, så det var også noget, som det faglige hus kunne finde ud af. Men igen, det har de ikke gjort. Så. Ja, jeg er en lille smule bitter. For at sige det nu, som det er. Men sådan det. Klokken er mange, og du tager til fange. Jeg tager lige 5 minutters pause, og så går vi på den internationale scene. Now I'm back. I just needed something to drink. It's summer here in Denmark, so I really need to make sure I'm hydrated. So here you go. Hang on, and we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go zoom up further. There we go. I'm gonna lift it a bit. Hello, hello. Just gonna move you a tiny bit away from me. So I had a bit of challenge in the beginning of the stream today, so I didn't have any sound. For some reason, it was kind of, I don't know if it made, OBS had made a update or something where it changes the settings. What, I don't know. For some reason, suddenly didn't have any sound, but I do now. So we're all good again. Just to say that we were a bit delayed. That's why. So, but it's almost 4:15 and p.m. And if you're watching this with some diamond painting and stuff, you have entered Pia's Creative Corner. My name is Pia, and today we're gonna do a lot of diamond painting. I'm gonna do a ton of chatting. It's Sunday, the sun is shining. It's hot in Denmark. Not hot, because when I say that, all my diamond painting friends in Texas and States are like, yeah, you don't know what hot is. So come on, okay. So, but it is very warm in Denmark for the season, I would say. It's very warm. Thanks, Stila, and thank you for giving me a hand in the beginning, telling me that I didn't have any sound. Amazing. So how are you doing, Stila, today? Did you have a good game? You know hot for sure. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna say hot again, but it is very warm in Denmark. We think it's hot, I think. But when we're around, you know, and again, I won't say it's hot. It's just that I think when you're used to having like, hang on, I'm just gonna, because we are not having Fahrenheit, we are having Celsius, and it's two different way of measuring. I know that when you I think it's when it's around between 80 and 90 and 100 Fahrenheit, it's about 30 degrees or something in that area. But hang on. So it's around 20, and that means it's around 20, that means it's around 70 degrees Fahrenheit at the moment in Denmark. In general, some places it's warmer, some places it's a bit cooler, but that's general. And I think they promised a bit warmer the next day, and then it's gonna be lower again. So, but we are in that area for the most part. Yeah, I blame Shadow. He reminded me of how much I love the game. My husband just started gaming, playing, I think it's called Ghost Recon or something. So we were just talking about it because it's something new. I've been, I decided I wanted to subscribe to the PlayStation Plus because you can get some trial, access to trials and new games and reviews and and I really like the fact that if you can try a game and maybe play 2 hours and it's better than pay a lot of money for a game that you after played 1 hour figured out I don't really like it. So yeah. Um, but I like, to be honest, I like the degrees we have at the moment. It is for me the best temperatures. Um, we when it gets more than that, it's actually kind of too hot for me. Um, I'm getting a bit sun sensitive at my old age. When I was a young girl, in my from when I was a kid right to the mid 20s or so, late 20s, I had no problems about the sun, about the warm heat, anything. I was thriving. Today I'm like, oh, 25 degrees Celsius, I'm in the shadow, see you. um Too much sun, I am not outside. I don't want to be outside, I want to be inside. And yeah, I am for the most part more for the colder weather. I like dry cold weather, like when it's winter and it's like frost degrees, so it's freezing but dry. So no rain or anything. Or right after it's been snowing, and when you wake up the next morning and it's freezing, but it's so completely quiet outside and you just see the white snow everywhere. Amazing. And also be out in that kind of weather. I really love it. It's just a matter of putting the right clothes on for me. Um, I don't mind at all. Um, so yeah, it's worth it. Yeah. I mean, because I could just start paying for just 1 month at a time. So I thought, why not? I could just pay for 1 month, and if we're not using the plus thing, then I can just unsubscribe. And of course, if it's something we do use a lot, yeah, well, then I can just pay for like 6 months at a time or something. Um, so I think for me, it's more like I haven't completely. I mean, I'm playing the Genshin Impact and I like it. I like it a lot, but it's also a bit of a hard game. And sometimes I feel like I lack of skills, and that's the main reason why my progress is so slow. At least I got a past the prologue, so now I'm like in the game, first chapter of the game. Yeah. So, oh man. No, but it's good. I enjoy it a lot. I'm just at the moment. I'm just in a in a part of the game where I kind of just have to do the dailies and try and survive that. Um, so when you know as you progress in the levels, um, you have to kind of also progress in the levels with your weapons and other things, and everything is like costing you some kind of reagent. So it's like you have to gather a lot of things for everything you need to progress in some kind of level. And not all of them things you can find. You could you it's like it can be like a vicious circle, because I need that thing, but I'm not high enough in level to get it myself, and yeah, it's a thing. So, um, I'm working on this today. It is called Spring Shower and it's by Randall Spangler. I did work a bit on it off stream because I wanted to at least finish the section today during stream, and knowing that sometimes I get a bit caught up in the chat and the time is kind of, to be honest, just running from me. I just wanted to be sure that I at least would finish the row. So I did a bit of cheating off stream. And then I have been working on the other one too. I did work on it yesterday when Miss Coffee was streaming. I worked along with her and her swan lake. Unfortunately, because she's streaming so late in the day, for me, not for her, but for me, I'm just part of a very small part of the stream, to be honest, and it's gonna be like that until I think for the most part in the summer schedule, it's just gonna be here and there, because it will be when she's streaming 8 o'clock or something. It's like 8 p.m. for her. It's like 3 a.m. for me. So so sometimes I will be at her stream, but I will be lurking and I won't be saying anything. I will just be entertained because I'm up for the bathroom, and then I'm back to bed. So and or maybe if I'm having a bit of trouble with the body, I will be up a bit in the night, but I won't say anything because I'm not there. I'm there, but I'm not there. I just enjoy being on her stream, and I like the way that she's such a kind and loving person in a very how do you say that in English? Fierce way. She's very fierce. She's like, if I walked with her in the middle of the night, she's like the person you will know. If you will always be like, if I'm with her, I would never be afraid of anything. That's her energy I'm talking about. That she's very protective of the people that she loves and cares for, and that's what I get from her. So even though if I'm up in the middle of the night, it's usually because something's wrong with me. It's because I'm off balance, and just being in her stream and sitting and just being, it can be a mix of relief for me, be just enjoying her laugh and her stories, but it's also she's always have this kind of fierceness of her, and she want to protect and she want to care, and just the energy of you don't want to cross her. That's just how I feel like. And when I am up in the middle of the night, it's not like I have a choice per se. I do it because my body's telling me, and then sometimes I will be just up for a quick bathroom, and then I'll be back in bed, and sometimes I will be up longer. But I'm not gonna sit and do diamond painting like other people do, because then I know I'm not going back to bed, and I need my sleep at least a couple of hours. But I usually will sleep for 2 or 3 hours, and then I will be, for some reason, be awake, and then it's a whole thing sometimes. And sometimes it's just I do it 1 or 2 times a night, but it's been years since I've been sleeping a whole night, 7 hours or 6 hours or even 5 hours in a row. I think I did it when I was after my last back surgery. I think I slept a lot there, but Other than that, it's not something I do. It's a mix for me. It's a mix of mental and physical things. So sometimes it's just me having a bad habit of starting some kind of game on my phone, and then I keep playing it and not, keeping eye on the time, and it's like, okay, now you need to go to bed, and it's not healthy to look at your phone so close before you sleep and all that. It's like, and sometimes it's a matter of I have a lot of uneasiness in my body and my legs, and so I think some of it has something to do with my diabetes, and some of it has something to do with the rest of my challenges in the body. So it was a long story around that. I'm sometimes I will be at her stream, but not be at her stream. So and the funny thing is, I don't think she mind. If I just came in, say hi, and just went completely silent. Because that is how it is sometimes, but for me, I'm like, if I'm there, I kind of feel obligated to interact, be there. If I say hi, I'm like, I need to be there in some way, mental way too. I need to be some kind of present. Um, and I know it's not like, but it's just my it's just me. I know it's not like, I don't think she would expect that from me. I don't think so. I think she would be like, oh, I don't mind you being there. Just just the fact that you're there would be perfect for me, because that would be the how I would, I don't mind. It's like lurks. I don't mind people just being diamond painting and not like interacting with me. Just be listening to my voice or whatever I'm babbling about. It's quite okay. I don't mind. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, that's why I don't always say hi in all students, especially when I'm working from home. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. But it is a kind of, silly in a way, I think, because I don't think there's any of us in this is general who would be like, oh, you be mad at it, be mad at a chat, and one of your followers or one from the chat being like, okay, now I said hi, and expecting them to like, then you have to interact, because you can't say that anyway, I think, and then at the same time be like, but I like all looks. No, apparently you don't. So I kind of think it's just more in the something going on in my my state of mind than in what has to do with reality. Yeah, and that could be reality too. So, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So, and I learned something new yesterday when I was on Miss Coffee stream. I know about a tradition, or what you can call it. So when that's called birthday licks, and as I said yesterday, and I will gladly repeat it today, I have never heard of that. I don't know if it's a thing in the States, or if it's just me being a bit, you know, naive or but I have never heard of it, and I was kind of shocked, to be honest. And in my Danish brain, birthday tradition is like, I see like my mom always bake a certain cake for us for our birthday, and my mom didn't bake just in general. That was the only kind of cake she ever baked. That was that one she did for birthday. Um, so that's kind of what I see in my mind when I hear about birthday traditions. So I kind of thought it was something like that in a way, you know, when you hear the words, and I'm like, that sounds interesting, and right off I'm like, yo, I mean, how can you? So what's about? It's about that apparently in some families they have a tradition that whenever it's your birthday, you will get slapped or hit or kicked for every year you've been living. So if you 7 years, you will get 7 slaps or 7 kicks or whatnot. So it's a thing where I'm like, okay, that's not gonna happen here in Denmark very long for sure. It's not like it's not happening. It's not like we don't have families where kids are being hit or abused or abandoned, or you know, in all both mental and physical ways, but that way there, I thought it was like, it's not only about the physical things, but it's also about the mental things, emotional things. They did it on a school. Okay. But I mean, you know, it's I guess that stopped though, because it was in the news apparently, that what Ulla says is that it's not been that long ago that there was something similar in a Danish school where I think, but that was the kids that were kind of doing it to each other, wasn't it? Because I remember at one point when our kids were like in kindergarten age, there was a memo floating around, both in like the to the parents, but just in general also, like there was certain things the kids did to each other. Yeah, but this is something else, I think, because this is adults doing it to a kid, for instance. So this, I mean, it's mom and dad, sisters and brothers, that is doing it to, you know, so it to each other. I would almost say, so the whenever whoever is having his birthday is just getting their asses whooped, and not like whooped, they're getting beaten. I mean, like it's violence. It's pure and simple violence. Um, but they did. I remember, because we had the talk with our kids that no one was gonna contact us and tell us that they had been a part of it, because they would, like, you know, going and giving each other. They called it sheriff stars. So you take your nipples and you twist it, Um, yeah. And that was a thing I remember where we were like, you know what? Don't do that, because kids will always be kids, and they will find ways to hurt each other. To be honest, and the only way we can like protect them in that way is like telling them that is not a thing to do, and if anyone is like doing it to you, retaliation is not necessarily the first tool you need to reach for. The first tool you need to reach for is to get to tell the adults what's going on. So yeah. But like I said, it might as well be me just being very, oblivious about it. Because, to be honest, I'm not that big of a news reader or follower, so I'm not always up to date what's happening in our country. The best conversation I had lately was with Binge Bear. He asked me in my stream last time he was there that he had heard from a friend that in Denmark that we left our kids outside the coffee shop. Yeah. So if they were sleeping in whatever you call it, and they call it different things whether you're from the States or you are in Britain. But the car you're pushing them around in. The stroller? Not the stroller. Yeah, the stroller. But it's, where they're lying in a crate or something. So they're protected from all weather, and you can chuck them right there, very, very good. And a lot of our kids, when they're babies, also at home they're sleeping outside. It's a very common thing for Danish babies to sleep outside. And they sleep amazingly out there. And and I was like, yeah, we do that. And it's a very common thing to do actually. And I don't think that any Danish mom would think much of it. To be honest, I think she would be like, okay, prefer to go and find another cafe where that could be, or coffee shop where that could be, if there wasn't enough space or room for her to park the baby outside. And we haven't had that many, I think it's because it's just in general we don't have our kids are not getting kidnapped to be sold on a black market for adoption or something like that, for instance. Because the adoption in Denmark is very strict regulated, so you can't just go and buy a baby from whoever you want in that world, for the same reason. So I think there's a lot of things that just are different in with that said between the States and Denmark, and I think it's a cultural thing too, that we don't think it as a thing, leaving our baby outside a restaurant or coffee shop or something. It's if you have it in sight, so to speak, and a baby alarm to hear it when it wakes up, why not? I know why not in the States. I wouldn't. I don't think I would do it if I had a baby and I was going to the States. I think I didn't want to do it there, but I would absolutely at any time do it here in Denmark. No problem about it. See, so close to finish this row, and then we're just gonna drop one row down. That's what I sometimes feel like it's a bit hard to, to see whether it's gonna be taking me a whole 4-hour stream or it's just gonna be like for 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. I started on the other songs on the Christmas tree. I finished row 3. Yeah, I think. Yeah, row 3. Oh gosh, now I'm row 3. Yeah, row 3, and because I'm starting row 4. I'm very close to be halfway on my Chrysotica picture. I just started on her face, so that's nice. That's very, very nice. So just when I had the break, I just was even talking with my husband, and we talked a bit about the financials, and because I really want to buy or to order that stand for my cross stitch, and I kind of have the money for it. I just didn't want to do it, I want to be closer to payday, so if anything should happen, I would still have, I would have a bit of money. But it seems like he is, because he have to pay the new union for money for membership, and he's gonna pay for since like December or something, I think. So that's kind of that is the kind of money we need to find somewhere, So I was just like, do you have them, or do you need my money for this, my savings for this? Because of course I would give him my savings, but if I didn't need them, I could use them for something else. It was something like that in that area of thinking. I have a really fat dough sitting in my in a tree, but the branches are really not big enough for that dough, so it looks like it's kind of falling down all the time. They're really, doves are so stupid, I think, some of them. It's not very often I do pictures that are this small. I mean, in the beginning, this sizes were like very large for me, and now it's more like it's small. It's not a snack size, because a snack size to me would be like a 40 by 40 or something I could finish over the weekend. This takes at least a bit more than the weekend, but it's still a bit quicker than what I'm used to. So I had an amazing trip slash riding lesson yesterday with my horse Albert. He was in his usual cheeky way, but also it's like he get caught in his own, I wanna be the alpha here. I wanna decide, and then when it comes to push, he does not want to decide anything. He just wants to be following you. So it's like yeah. And I'm like, you should know by now, Alpha, that I am more stubborn than you, and I will get my way. If that is the last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my way. do take notes. So it's like when you ride on the same horse for a while, you will know all its quirks, and you will actually know them so well that you, for the most part, will hang on. I'm just gonna not do so much noise. That's my spoken. I need to move it. Where was I? Oh, Jesus Christ. We will be back for the sequence another day. So, if you haven't been watching me for the past week in any of my schedule or unscheduled streams, I'm of course gonna tell you here on this stream that I do change my schedule a bit, and the reason why I change it around is because I am swamped at the moment at my work, so I use a lot of resources doing work things, and then when I'm off work, I'm just running dry very fast. So that's why I don't want to stream Thursday night, because I'm so tired. And that was just my phone, don't mind me. I'm just so tired, so it's like I run out of energy too fast, and a lot of times I will be almost sleeping, not during the stream, not like physical sleeping, but mentally sleeping. I will just be off, and it's even harder for me to find the words, and so with that was like, I need to take the consequences of that, and that not to be streaming on Thursday. So I'm not streaming Thursdays. I am, however, streaming on Fridays as per usual. I am streaming on Sundays per usual. So in that sense, it's not in that way. That's not going to change much. What is going to change is there will be unscheduled, unplanned streams during the week, depending on my schedule and what I. Holy moly! This is not hanging right. So depending on what I have on my schedule and how crazy that is, I will have surprise streams or unscheduled streams and they will for the most part be from the living room and during daytime, my daytime. So it could be Monday around 12 o'clock, for instance, as Monday is one of my days off during the week. So uh, it would be something that would be so much easier for me to stream that day than to do it on the Thursday evening. Um, it could be Thursday day because I'm like it also has something to do with the fact that when I reach 8 p.m. I am more or less like done with the resources, and it's like a thing I think for my body. So no matter what I've been doing during the day, I kind of just don't have enough. I run out so fast. Oh, your husband called you, and that's quite okay. It's important when he calls that you need to answer. Did he miss you? So I'm gonna put this in here. And oh, he was a bit drunk. He was a bit tipsy, I think. He got a lunch with a lot of schnapps. Yeah. That can be rough. That can be rough. I heard. I've heard. I mean, I learned the hard way that drinking schnapps with grown-up men are not a thing to do when you're not that big or high. And then at that point when I did it, I was at the slimmest and most fittest I have been in my adult life. So I was really like, I didn't have that much, to absorb all that alcohol. I got so sick. I got so sick, and I have never had snaps since then. I was like, oh my, we're not gonna repeat that. That's for sure. Okay, gonna go down here. Zoom in closer. So I think I'm gonna work with this for an hour. Oh, come on, yeah. For an hour, I'm just gonna work with this small section and try and do as much in an hour, and then I'm gonna put it all away. Then I could do a couple of angel cards, oracle cards, if any want, and then I'm gonna knit for the rest of the stream, I think. So that is the plan for the rest of the stream. And thank you all of you who has been stopping by so far and saying hi and been lurking, and I hope you enjoy it. I don't have many rules in here. I think just in general, just be nice and treat others like you want yourself to be treated. So if you want to be a nasty person to others, well, others will be nasty to you. And I think that's, to be honest, the most important thing there is to know about that is that just be nice. Don't be nasty. yeah. So I think it's gonna be like, I'm gonna order that cross stitch then, because I'm not gonna get any cross stitch done as long as I need to hold it in my hands. And that's was also one of the things I just talked with my husband about, that it's not like a luxury thing, because I'm just not gonna do any cross stitch in that way. So of course it's a luxury thing, because I can survive without. But on the other hand, the cross stitch is also part of what minimize or makes me not think so much on the back body. And I really get restless just sitting around. Like yesterday, when my older stepson and his girlfriend were here, I get really, I wouldn't say, I'm I don't know how to say that. Hang on. My brain is processing things. We will be back. We're gonna do a U-turn and come back to that later. So not my dad. My husband did a tons of gardening yesterday. So when I came back from being with the horse, he showed me he got a big blister from doing the garden. I was like, oh man. So, but he got a nice piece, some good things done. So it looks a bit more like a garden now, and not just like a piece of green thing with a lot of biodiversity. So I think that's actually looking very nice. And make it. I know with something I still am a bit like a lady thing. So if I'm gonna sit in the garden, I really don't want to sit in a garden with grass that needs to be done, and it's like, I don't, no, that's not me. I will do it if but then it will be out of pure hospitality. It won't be because I like it. I love being in the garden when it's new, refresh, and everything. So I think tomorrow, just because we do have the day off, I wanted to do some watercoloring today, but to be honest, I was kind of just worn out a bit. So I'm probably gonna do the watercolors tomorrow, and I need to groom my dog tomorrow. So I have different projects going on. Where is my tweezer? Oh, it's here. So, but I can see we have two, what do you call that? Nests? Small houses where the birds can build their nest in. So we do have that for the birds in our garden, and they're both occupied this year. One of them does look a bit worn, and we have been talking about that we need to secure it, but for now it needs to be just, okay for the birds to breed it in us. And one of them, know for sure it's, I don't know what they're called in English. Small grey ones. Oh. We have some. Oops. Gosh. These birds we have in the garden a lot of. And I think it's actually a pair of those that has been building in one of the houses, and the other one is this one. That's the other one. I think we have one or two pairs living in the garden, and then of course we have the blackbirds, the doves, and the Pika Pika. Okay. I don't even know if you have those in over at your place, but this one, we have a couple of pairs. One, I think we have one pair. It's not, they're not in our garden, so to speak. They're just passing through, and when they do that, that will cause a lot of commotion. So if you do hear the birds noise in the background, it's probably because that bird is on the prowl somewhere. They do take small birds or eggs. So it's a good thing I can show you what kind of bird I'm talking about, because I don't know I don't know whether you have it or what to call it. So it's so easier to see it on a picture and know, oh, that's the one I'm talking about. And one day, mark my one day, I will be able to pull it up on the computer and then show it to you on your screen, to speak on my screen, and you could see it on the stream. Just not yet. Just not yet. I love watching birds. I have a bit the same with birds as I have with fish tanks. I can watch them for hours. And I have the same with horses. Sitting and being a part of a horse sitting next to a horse that eats, for instance. I love that sound, and it's so calming. But with the birds, it's like more. I like seeing how they react to each other and to the callings and the warnings and now for the moment I have a female blackbird who is hunting for worms in the grass. So she is like trotting on the grass or jumping on the grass, and so it's gonna similar like rain, and then the worms will like peek up to see, because worms are coming up when it's raining, so that's kind of what she's trying to mimicking. I don't know how good, well, how much success she has for, because now she's like more. Maybe I should just go and see if there's some food in at the feeding place. So maybe she gave up on him. But that is one of the. I do believe that it is one of the advantages we have, that because we don't have like a garden where we put all things in to grow right. It's more like a wild garden. So we do actually have a lot of biodiversity, and we're not like emptying it completely for all non, what do you call it, approved flowers and plants. Just being careful. I don't want it to grow over like our head, you know. So I still love watching out in the garden, and I can see a lot of it from where I'm standing when I stream, and I can see another part of it when I stream from my living room. So, and we don't have a big garden. They have made the choice to build most of the house on the materials on the part of the you know, the land where the house was built. So they could have chosen to build a smaller house or not to expand the house, but so it's like by law they decide how much you're allowed to build on your piece of land, and we have reached maximum, so we can't do anything, you know. So did any of you that buys Diamond Actor pictures, did any of you get the voting list today? I am at the moment, even though I do take care of my skin every day, I am in a massive breakout at the moment, and I can't really. I thought it was actually, to begin with, I thought it was like my skin that was cleansing, because I was beginning to drink a lot of water and not so much this and this and that and that. But it actually came after it kind of intensified. It was like there came a bit of two like pimples, and then they went in themselves, and now it's like I have 4 or 5 in my face. Really annoys me. It's like I am way over that time where I should get pimples, so please take that away. You do that. So was there anyone that you were like, you were like, I'm for sure gonna vote on it, and have you voted on it? I noticed um, There was one was there? Oh really? Well, I did it very. I won't say early in the morning, but it was kind of early. I think it was 5 a.m. or something. It's like I saw the mail and I was like, okay, I'm too not. What was it like? I was too tired to get out of bed, but not enough weight to, it's like, so I was a bit of a dilemma. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna vote on this and just see if I can't get enough, you know um, calmness in my body to go and take a couple of more hours. It was a cute one. I voted for a few, but not a whole lot this time. No, not me neither. There was actually, I think the last two times I've been voting, I've been more aware of, would this look good as a diamond painting? Would it actually sell as a diamond painting? More than, ooh, I like this. There was a lot of pictures I actually liked, but there was not that many that I would think, oh, this is going to be a good one. So, yeah. What I did notice this time, compared to a lot of the other times, is there was actually a lot of pictures with Asian girls on. Which is something I really have been wondering, with the whole color of life thing going on, that why is the Asian girls like left out in the cold? But not anymore apparently. What I didn't like about it was that there were not like any natural pictures, so they were either like very abstract in a way. I think the way they had like drawn the picture or made the picture of whatever Japanese girl was in, and it was like it had this whole undertone, I think, with like the geisha theme always going on, like, but Japanese girls can be any else but that. So. But there was a couple of Randall Spanglers. I did vote for those. And there was also a couple, I think 2 or 3 of Anne Stokes. Those I did vote for. And I think there was 1 or 2 of the ones with the Asian girls. There was a couple with witches I voted for. So my crochet project, I'm trying to crochet a cloth, and I'm just gonna put it out there and say, I'm admitting 100% that my crochet is not for the faint-hearted. That's not. It's there. I still haven't completely, I would say crack the code. It sounds so like such a big thing, but it's like when I am all the way to the ends. It's like, um, do I need to take one more, do one more, and how do I know which one it is I'm gonna where to put them? I thought it would be better with this pattern I'm working on here because it's like two very common stitches, so you know it should be that hard. We will see. I have made a new Discord. Can I add your Discord? Yeah, for sure you can. But I think you are on my Discord, aren't you, Gina? Or is it me remembering something? Let's see. Yeah, you are on my Discord. Oh, you have made a new one. Okay. But you are more than welcome to join mine if you want to. So it's a new name. You're gonna join it. Cause it's just gonna throw you in the living room, and then I'm gonna give you a role from there. You know, just like with the old ones. It's the only way I can kind of select who's gonna be part of it and not part of it. I just don't get why is yeah, you can for sure. I think there should be one on my Twitch profile on the socials. But other than that, I can just, you know. See if I can find it for you. So just know that it might drop a couple of frames now because I'm just gonna open a browser. And yeah. If I'm lucky, if we are lucky, this is gonna be a very temporary, momentarily thing, hopefully. My husband has gone to a bigger union that seemed like they are more knowledgeable about the whole thing, so they actually want to take his case and go to and run it for a court. So he might get someone to defend his case after all. It just annoys me that we had to go through all those things, you know, just for someone to react on it. Oh God! Now the doves are fighting on our porch about who's gonna eat the food. Oh God! So here's the link, and of course, if there should be anyone who wants to join the Discord, you can join it. Just know that if you are a first-time chatter and I haven't spoken to you and I don't know who you are, I might not let you in before we have been chatting a bit, just to let you know, because my Discord is I wanted to keep it safe, so I hope you will understand that. But other than that, you're more than welcome. It sounds so queer to say, strange to say it like that. It's like when people are asking like, when can we go and meet? I'm saying, yeah, any day works for me except for, and this is kind of the same thing. Yeah, come and stop by and say hi, and just know that if you haven't spoken to me or chatted with me on my stream, I might be a little bit, who are you? But other than that, you're more than welcome. I hope you get it. It's not to be mean or anything. It's actually more just to protect the people that are on my Discord. Yeah, half an hour. Like we can do. I had a couple of slices of bread when I started the stream today, and I'm still hungry. I was like, if I do eat something now, I'm not gonna be hungry later, but I'm actually still hungry. It's apparently you do use a lot more resources than I actually kind of imagine, I think. Then like, but it's like, oh, but you need to put something in you. Yeah. But back to the crochet thing. So I did find another recipe for a towel. So I'm gonna do that and see if that works. At the end of the day, if it doesn't work out for me and I'm like, this does not look good, I can always go with, the knitting thing, because I have a pattern I have been using for my towels, knitted towels. So I can always do that, but I really would love it to be like more. Well, I would love to do the crochet thing. It sounds so strange for me to say crochet because it's like I want to say something else, but it is crocheting. I mean, if I say something else, it's not that. I really want to do the crochet thing. Uh, One, because it's like that can't be right that I can't crochet. Two, there's so many sweet things you can do with the crochet thing, with crochet that you can't do when you're knit. So it's a thing I really want to, but I'm also, kind of real about it. I know that it might not be for me. It might not be for me. It might be that I just need to stay on my knitting needles than on the crochet hook. But I am a bit like it turned out to be a challenge thing that don't say I can't do it because then I'm gonna prove you wrong thing. Oops. You get that, Steeler? Yeah. It I mean, um, let's see. Come on. Mm, mm. Okay, I think I got you in around there. I don't have that many in room, so in that way that should be easy. Um, so, but it's not like, I think for me it's not like the actual stitches or what you call it with the crochet. It's not that. For me the problem is it's when I'm gonna turn and start over, or when I'm at this last part of it, I'm like, do I need to take one more or is it enough? And then sometimes I feel like it's enough and then it's not, and other times I feel I need to do one more and I don't. And I kind of, it's like I can't see it. I want to be able to see whether I need to take one more stitch or not, but I can't see it, not as it is now. So, and until I get that, if I ever am, but until I get that, like, you know, right, I'm gonna knit, because that's why it's a safe space for me to knit. I can knit, and I'm not thinking that much of it. It's like, to me it's so logical what is like up and down on it. Put a stitch marker in the beginning stitch and the last stitch. They are so easy to miss. Yeah. Oh yeah. That I was just gonna fully understand what you said. Yeah, maybe that was an idea. Maybe that was an idea. I'm so used to only use markers when I knit, you know, like on round things, or um, if I have been doing, I've been working on like shawls that are like, you start with 5 in the beginning and then you make it wider and wider and wider, and there it's really nice to know where the middle is and for how much you've been taking out for every side or so it's not gonna get sideways. So yeah, like I was talking about, I think it was it the last stream? Yes, no, it wasn't Thursday, or I can't even remember. My memory at the moment is so bad. I think it was Thursday. I talked about uh, Nicola, which has one of the most amazing, I think, um, streams about crochet and cross stitch, and she's so sweet and knitting, and she's like an old all around crafter. She's not doing downward knitting, but other than that, she does do a lot of cross stitch. But she also knits, and she crochet. She was just starting on a new, like a sweater. Um, and two things. First of all, it looks really nice. It with amazing with some nice, really nice pattern on. Second of all, I didn't realize until afterwards. I was reading in her. I think it was um, on the description on the board or something that the yarn was from Hobby. So it's like, oh, we have a fellow up. Yarn up is there. Another one who knows where about Hobby. The chain up when you turn sometimes look like a stitch. Oh yeah, I know, but yeah, yeah. I just think that when I did the other one, it was like you know, I kept just getting less and less um like stitches or what yeah, you know. So the count get smaller and smaller, and I was like, something is wrong. So this one, I think I'm a bit more sure where it's kind of starting and ending. But yeah, if I don't like how it looks, I'm just gonna. It is hard to tell, so I get it. I struggled with it. Yeah, I mean, if I don't, this is also like a trial and see if I don't get it, I'm just gonna frog it, and then I'm gonna pull a stealer, and then I'm just gonna knit a towel. So yeah, it's because it knitting is like my forte when it comes to that. But I would really love to be able to crochet. So that's kind of also like a stubborn thing, I think. I put my head into it, and now I want to see it through. So, um, but that was another thing Nicola made me one. I thought of when I saw her stream. That was like, oh, I really wanted to do a sweater, and I always wanted to do a sweater. The numbers sweater I have started on and never finished are just, you know, more than I can remember. Yeah, I'd love to be able to knit, but I tried so hard. Not for me. No, and maybe I should just accept that. But that crocheting is not for me. But I haven't completely given up on it, so I'm gonna give it a chance. But I might end up with that. It's like, nah, maybe not. Maybe not. So, but I really wanted to knit a sweater. And I think it's never been about, for me, it's not with the sweater, it's never been about whether I could do the front and the back. It's been about the sleeves and the whole sewing the thing together, so it's gonna be one thing instead of four things. So I've almost always been able to do the whole knitting itself, but I just never got anyone. I didn't have anyone I could ask to help me put the whole thing together, unfortunately. So, but that could be better today because I can, there's more. I can go to YouTube and see how to do things that I couldn't back then. So maybe that could make a difference because I have all the pins, all the knitting pins in all the sizes. So it's not. I'm not. Yeah, I might be missing one or two, but so it's not like I have to buy a whole new set of tools for that. Yeah, clothing made me nervous until just forced myself to do it. Thank goodness for YouTube tutorial. Yeah, I mean, that might make it more, edible for me. And be like, okay, I can do this because I can always go to YouTube and see how other people have done it. Um, so I might be trying that. Not the one she's doing because it looks very difficult with the pattern, but another one that is a bit more easy, and I know who to ask because I have my local um, place, my yarn pusher, as I call her, to ask because she knows a lot about it, and she's been the one who's been before Hobby came to town. She was the one I went to. Um, so and I always go to her if I need something special, or a good advice about a good recipe for something to knit or to create then in the knitting with the yarn. And then I've seen a couple of Cozy Witch streams, and I'm really intrigued by the whole felting thing. I will say it made me a bit intrigued. Also because you can use the last part. I have a lot I had because I don't have them anymore, of course, but I can always produce some new ones. But in the very thick yarn, I've had some small leftovers that you can't really do something of because that's too small. But I could do something with it with the felting thing. That's how I see it anyway. I'm just not sure the whole, sitting and stabbing with a needle if that's my jam. But I was very, very intrigued by it and looking at it, watching it. I was like, ooh, that looks really interesting. And she at the moment she's doing a tutorial. Is that Totoro? That's what it's called. Totoro, not tutorial. Totoro, and she did when I started following her. She did a satire with a flute, pan flute. So, and it looks really nice. It was apparently it was an old one she was giving new life. So yeah. So maybe I should just put this away. You know what? I think I am. So, because it does take me a bit of time to put it away, take the other things, find the other things we're gonna need and stuff like that. So I will say there was a couple of things where I still have a main new thing I want to do in a couple of years, but the felting thing could be something I could do try out in the meantime thing, and it's yeah. And now I know what people will be thinking. Do you really need a new craft? To be honest, no. You're completely right. I actually don't need something new to do. But when that's said, I really love doing new stuff and explore new areas, and that I do believe that that is also one thing that keeps me you know, afloat or alive. It's just trying new things out, and keeping the old things alive. But I know it's a very, it's a balance, because I don't want to spread too wide, um, and I do want to present new areas on. No, but yes, yeah. um, Zoom out further. So yeah, but no. I won't say I need, but I would say that it could be interesting, just to try out. And I want, also because I'm like a person that really want to like do the research before I start something new. So the whole, all that for me will take some time. So it's not like something I'm gonna start tomorrow. To be honest, it was like just, I felt like I was just intrigued by it. And the way she was working with it was like, oh, so you can do this and you can do this. Oh, that looks interesting. You know the way it is. Like when people see diamond painting, be like, oh, that looks interesting. And that was how I felt with the felting. But I also felt like it was something I could do actually without, a lot of teaching, or I could actually something I could do with just some small intro to it, and I'll be on my way. Because the whole crafting thing is not a new thing, it's not, and the whole felting thing is not a new thing. The felting itself, but working that way is something I have done similar to before. So, okay. We're gonna find some new music. I just ran out. We need this one. I so much have to get some energy back. I really feel bad about I haven't got anything done on my gallery for the longest time, and I keep producing the one picture after another, and I just have them in here, and I can't move. They can't move on until I kind of get them made a video for the gallery, because I want them on my gallery. It's a thing. It's a struggle. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Gina. Oracle cards or angel cards, you can call them what you want. These are illustrated by Josephine Wall, and they have a word in the bottom, and the way I do it in here is that I say that you can name a number between 1 and 25, and then I will look in my book and read what it says in this book. So it's not like I'm not gonna interpret the card or anything. I'm just gonna read the text that belongs to the card. But usually the card will give you what you need to hear, whether it's a bit of a cherry or clap on the shoulder, or what do you call that? Someone to pick you up, or to make you feel better or more happy or whatnot, or just be a good advice. They usually provide with that, or sometimes, as I say, it might not be me who is getting the card, But usually, no matter what, it will have like also a general message that all of us can use. So what do you say, girls? Anyone wants a card? Name a number, and I'm gonna find a card for you. Whoa. Okay, Steeler. We are starting Steeler number 7. Okay, Steeler, and then we're gonna go with 7, and then you're gonna go with left or right. Left. And 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Memories. There you go. Memories. When you think of individuals who have impacted your life positively or of special times from your past, memories may provide you with strength. On the other hand, they can also bring to mind tough challenges, loss, or hard-won lessons. As you experience life, you are continually creating memories. Your current view of your life is associated with how you recall past events. Some people can readily call up the good, where others may only remember the negative. Memories offer an opportunity to learn, recreate, or grow. Your memories serve a purpose. They assist in the shaping of your soul. They have helped to mold you into the person you are today. The people who influenced you are vital. The memories of your parents, role models, and teachers will impact your life for many years. The things you learned as a child will stay with you. You may have memories of specific phrases that are that a beloved grandparent, family member, or treasured friend often said. Your memories have created your favorite holidays and even your favorite foods. In small and large ways, your experiences help determine your values. If you look back on your life and cannot find good memories, it is up to you to start creating some. Live today, constructing new memories that represent the ideals and beliefs you now value. Build a library of laughter, love, and moments that you can look back on with fondness. Be proud of the memories you are currently making. A little girl has lit a match as she recalls a loving elderly woman, a table decorated for celebration, and children gathered round a tree at Christmas. For those who celebrated, Christmas may symbolize light, family, and traditions. The woman may be remnants of someone who had a positive impression on your life. The table set for a meal is a reminder to call you to mind your blessings and reflect on them with thankfulness. Affirmation: I am grateful for the memories that have shaped my life and made me who I am today. Well, not to criticize Josephine Ward who did this card, but to me, when I hear the description as a little girl with matches, that with a match that she lights up, it that gives me a memory of one of Hans Christian Andersen's one of his fairy tales or novels is about a small girl with matches who is in the cold, and she's lighting a match, and for every match there will be a memory, and that's kind of the things I see here too. But that's a whole different story and a very, very sad story at the end of the day. But the same. That was came to my mind. Yeah. New card, yeah. So true. Was just thinking of memories this past week. Discuss the pleasant and funny ones. How much I've moved past the bad ones now to me a long time. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna mix these again. Gotta find one for Dana. Yeah, it was a new one. So. I mean, for me, I usually when you talk with people about grief and losing and being through grief, for me, as I say, it's not like you ever stop missing the people you have lost and that died. It's not like the grief or the sadness will go away, but it will change form and it will change color. And with that also, in that also is the whole, in the beginning, when you just lost someone, all things hurts. Every memory hurts. It's just a whole concept of they're not there. They're not there to build new memories or more memories. They're just gone. But then after a while, you will get to a point where you can actually feel warm and love and hope and thankfulness for the good memories you have, if you have such things. So yeah, and sometimes, and I think the people that has been through living in a dysfunctional home with abusive parents, yeah, it depends on how their childhood has been and stuff like that. I think for the most part you will always have some memories that was good, maybe not that much, but you will at least have a couple. And then you probably, I mean, when they die, then you probably just shoot everything away because, you can't do anything about it anyway. So, okay. Gina, left or right? Left. Oh, lefties here. And 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stability. That's a new one too. It's a new card today. Oh, that's a beautiful one. Wow. So, let's see what that card says. Developing and maintaining a sense of stability and safety in your life builds resilience, confidence, and daring. Having a stable base or anchor positively affects your emotional state and your ability to grow, learn, explore, and maintain a healthy lifestyle. Secure foundations reduce stress, make you more reliable, and help you stick with study, work, and relationships in tougher times. Your daily routine may provide a structure that feels loving and supportive, or it may be some time to change or create a schedule that reflects your current needs. Healthy habits can foster stability in your home, your relationships, and within yourself in simple, consistent ways each day. One way to cultivate a renewed sense of a balance and stability is to spend a few moments each day in quiet reflection. Think of things that have transpired and how they have affected you. Contemplate your day without rehashing all the details and feel gratitude for the opportunities and learning life brought you. Develop a routine to help keep your life in balance. Carve out time for exercise, social commitments, rest, and self care. Having a reasonable, flexible schedule can be comforting and reduce stress when life becomes chaotic. While routines help you plan for your day, allow for the unexpected as well. A stable environment is grounding, frees up energy, and sustains your mental and physical health. Devoting time to mundane tasks keeps things in order and helps identify areas that need a little more attention or care before significant issues develop. You might have been overlooking something that needs your extra love at this time. Different phases appear on either side of the tree. The sun seems to be radiating from the eye of the yellow phase, linking it to daytime. The color yellow may be associated with solar plexus, chakra, personal power, and creating balance within yourself and how you are. I'm gonna read that again. The color yellow may be associated with the solar plexus chakra, personal power, and creating balance within yourself and how you are treated. The face on the right is in shades of blue that move to black. Blue can relate to inner knowing and how you see your world. This face looks reflective and portrays night. The two faces create balance. The trunk of the tree holds the image of a couple embracing. A tree can pertain two foundations you have established. The roots at the base of the tree seem to form an upside down castle. The inverted castle could suggest that old foundations are no longer valid or the change of an instilled value. Affirmation: I lovingly create stability in my life and am grateful for how this makes me feel. Okay. Yeah, wow. That was some card there, Jana. That was some card. That was it, ladies. Thank you. So, speaking of knitting and crocheting. So I finished this one, and this one I would have been doing a bit. I thought actually that this color here, I had a lot more of it left. I didn't. So I did knit all of what I had. That was one thing. The other thing is that I actually, with this kind of stitches, you could say, it uses a lot of yarn. So I was kind of miscalculating how much and I would get out of it. But that hasn't made me scared to do it again. Excuse me, this is a complete yarn. This was two pieces that was like I did something else with it, and now it ended up with that. So now I'm gonna try with a complete one, because if I can make a whole towel, nice towel with this, I might be trying to find this kind of yarn in some other. Yeah, I call those yarn pots. So I'm gonna find this maybe in some other colors to match our bathroom, because we do need some new towels out there. So I would have some nice towels to put on when we have guests, and then we can use the very worn out we have in our everyday life. That was kind of my train of thoughts. So, but I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna use the same kind of pattern, so to speak, but it is more. I really like this. It's so soft, and yeah, feel it. It's so soft. So I feel like if you use it to dry your hands, it's gonna be a good experience. That's what I'm going with. I did try and do a bit of a different up here. So I was trying and using my crochet hook to do a different kind of thing up here, and I do remember what I did, so I can actually kind of repeat it. That is just me. So typical me. I do something, and then it's like, okay, I don't hope I'm gonna do it again because I can't remember how I did it. I'm the same way when I cook food. So this is the small ones. No, it's not. They're not smaller. This is complete skein, both of them. This is the knitted version where they have like these. I don't know if you can see it, like circle pattern. I've done a ton. I've done a couple of more of these, and I really like the pattern. I like because it's a pattern I remember. So I just I don't look at anything when I do it. And this is my yarn. This is my crochet that I finished. And for the first time, I'm not too cross about it. I'm okay. I'm not happy about it. I'm like, it's okay. I'm just gonna use it as a makeup towel. So it's not gonna, no one's gonna get it. It's not gonna be a present. It's just gonna be. But it's gonna be, the new one I'm doing is a different pattern than this one. Because I was a bit confused about it. So and it kind of shows here and there, but yeah. The good thing about when you do with these kind of yarns is that actually, if you do make mistakes, or it does, with a cloth like this, you're not gonna see it as much. When there's so many colors, you're not gonna see, the small hiccups here and there, to be honest. So I am knitting one. No, I'm crocheting one in a different pattern than this. And then I'm gonna knit this one. When I'm done with this, I'm probably gonna do one more of these. So that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna knit the rest of the stream. Yeah. But so it's so funny because I always get a bit like when people know like when Steve and I talked about hobby, for example. Hobby is a Danish yarn shop, and I just get so amazed that people know about shops like that from outside the world. But it's like, of course they do, because they act. And I would say actually, Hobby do have a lot of beautiful yarn, and they have. It's one of the best things I can do for myself. It is go down to the town where Hobby is, and just go in the shop and just have a look around. I don't need to buy anything necessarily. However, I will say 9 out of 10 times I will come out with some kind of yarn, some kind for some things. And not always it's completely 100% clear what I had in mind I wanted to do with it. Something, yeah. Yeah, another case of thank goodness for YouTube and yarn reviews. Yeah, apparently. And I really want to tell them that they actually are like, it's a well known thing um, within the community, that they are actually a good place to shop yarn at. Um, that's how you found Hobby, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like how I found Norse Alchemist. I don't think I would have found Norse Alchemist per se. Maybe late, I would maybe today, because he is very active on marketing his pen today. But it was because that Katie from Diamonds and Washi did an unboxing, and she calls it small hauls, I think, small shop hauls, where she kind of go shop a market in some small shops and then showcase them afterwards and show, oh, I bought this and I tried this and this works and this does not work or something. So, and so she did that with Norse Alchemist, and it was like, and then she said, "Oh yeah, it's from Denmark." I was like, "It's from where?" So I can actually buy something diamond painting related that's not gonna cost me a fortune in shipping and all the extra. So in that sense, that is one of the most cheap things for me to buy is actually the pen, because it cost me only the price of the pen. I don't pay shipping. I don't pay taxes, or yeah, it is so weird. But it is for the most part, when you can shop locally, it's the best thing. And I really would love to shop locally with the rest of what I need for my diamond painting hobby. But it's not just not existing, and they can't keep up with Temu or, unfortunately. Oops. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So you working tomorrow? but I would love to, add on to my knitting tools stashes thing. I have a whole thing going on, and it's. I will say I was very very close when I was like not doing the whole shawl thing and all that, and ponchos and whatnot. I was very very close to just sell the whole damn thing. Yeah, I know you are off tomorrow, Ulla. Oh yeah, you might as well be off, but it is like a national holiday tomorrow, so you could just because people could be away, so that could be it could be a working day for you. That's right. That was me. That was a bit off there, but yeah, just from home, keep up with emails or not. Uh, emails. Oh, you're just keeping up with emails or not at office days. Oh, okay. So how often are you at the office, Stila? 2 days? 3 days a week? 2 days, Tuesday and Thursday. Okay. So my new schedule would actually suit you quite good because it's only Friday. I'm gonna stream Friday evening, 8 p.m. my time. Rest of the week, I just keep up with emails and home at home so I can stay in the loop. Yeah, well that's not too bad. Tuesday and Thursday. Cause I work 3 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I go to office one day of the week when it's like when I have a reason to go there. I'm not just staying in going to the office because the truth is that I do a lot more get a lot more done from home. So it's more to do with either there's some kind of meeting activity I need to be a part of, or just that it's been a while since I've been social with my colleagues, and I'm going in there just to keep that you know keep that relations going. So and then I have Monday and Friday off. So my plan is I'm gonna stream Friday night or Friday evening my time, and then Sunday's gonna stay as is. But the rest of the days I'm gonna have like non-streaming days. In that it's gonna be non-planned stream because I wanna do some unplanned streams, but it's gonna be more like what when I have like the extra energy, and then it's gonna be during daytime. Just because due to the fact that when I reach after 3 p.m. I'm very very tired, to be honest, and that's no matter whether I did a lot or I didn't do anything. It's just in general, just for my body to be like awake and keeping it, holding itself together, breathing. It's because sometimes I haven't been doing much, but when I reach that point of day, I'm like beat. So it's probably gonna be something like I could imagine Monday would be a semi scheduled day or regular day, and then maybe do Wednesday or Thursday like a once in a while. But I'll have to see how it goes because I am so swamped in my work, and I have to prioritize that. And the stream is still a hobby that I do every now and then. Even though I think it's funny and it gives me a lot, but it also drains me. I'm so tired when I'm done, and I'm completely, don't make me do difficult things at the moment. But on the other hand, I don't want to let it go because that could be the other possibility that I'm just gonna take off for a year or so, and then we will see. And I don't want to go there, but absolutely that would be like the consequence if I'm not acting on what I feel and you know. So um, so that is the plan so far, and the hope is that I'm gonna get a bit like not because I don't want to break, but I think also that if I'm gonna do like less streaming or then it's gonna be now in the summer where there's not that many online. So for everyone, I think it's better. Oops, yeah. You do what's best for you, yeah. Yeah, I know, still, I know. But I still want to be, I still want to do the stream and be here and do the crafting things and, you get a bit addicted. And I won't say, I'm not going to say that it's the attention you get because it's not that. I don't think it's that. It's just that I like talk with people. I like to communicate with people and you really meet some interesting people in here. So I think that it's better that I keep doing, just not so much. Hey baby, you've been eating dinner? Hmm? I think you have. Oh yeah, you have. Hey baby, you gonna say hi to the friends? You're very noisy, babe. You're very noisy. Yeah, you're very noisy. So, hey, sit there. Sit. Oh, I have things in here. Yeah. Got an eyebrow. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm? Ja, nu får vi væk. Så. Ud. Ja, uddrag. Det er bare godt klare derfra. Uddrag. Crazy dog. Did you hear him speak? Your dog. Ulla has had a very cheap dog for sale today. It ran away from home. And when it was only going to the neighbor, but when she went to the neighbor to get the dog home, it didn't want to go with her, so he just laid down halfway. So she really had to mug around to get to walk home with her. Aww, Ulla. Yeah. He does that a lot. And he has different sounds depending on what he's actually want to communicate. This was just his cozy pet me, but he has one he says he does when if I talk to him and he feels like he's been it's you need to feel sorry for him. Then he has a different sound that's like it, and it's not like he whines or anything. It's just like he has a different sound for that. That's yeah. So he has his different ones. Does your neighbor know the dog? So he just called you and said the dog is here if you need him. My dog has been he's trying to recuperate. He's always really really tired when the young ones have been there because my stepson and his girlfriend was visiting us yesterday and was like staying for dinner and dessert and things. So my dog is always like poop the day after. He's so tired. It's so hard for him to just like being. He wanna entertain the guest, I think, in a way. He wanna take part of everything, and that's not easy because everyone is moving around, and his mom is not sitting where she usually is, and so it was not until we were eating ice cream later that he was like, he almost laid himself on my legs, like, okay, I'm gonna lay here now. You're not gonna move anywhere. You need to stay there. And it went really good until we got the ice cream. Then he woke up. Unfortunately, the ice cream was like with dark chocolate, so I was like, you can't get that. So I had to get some skyr for him. So he got some, he actually, to be honest, he doesn't care what kind of dairy product he will get, just that he gets something. So that's what he did. So I was like, I can't just not give him something when he is like, he's not drooling much, but you could see that he gets very wet around the lips, like if he was almost drooling. So yeah. Yeah, the neighbor knows him very well, but they went home. So when he ran off, I had to. Oh, so when he ran off, he just closed his ears. Like, it's not me they're calling for. Oh, man. Is it a male, an intact male? Isn't he neutered or castrated? Or is it a female dog? I can't remember. I know you told me, but I can't remember if he is a former male dog or former female dog or intact. It's called an intact dog. Yeah, he's neutered, but I think he's missing his dad to go out and go for a really long walk because I can only go walk for small walks with him. Oh, that is why. Yeah, that could be. That could be. Because usually they do, of course, some like some male dogs, whether you neuter them or not, they will still be running. But usually it's only the intact males that needs to go out and, either feel like they need to defend their territory or they need to find a female dog to produce new puppies. So usually that would be like for the intact male. When they do lose their balls, they lose a lot of that drive at least. So I know, but my husband's old dog, he was, when my husband was not home, the dog would go running for him. So that was like an escape artist until I entered their life with another dog. And then he never left home, He didn't run off because there was no dog. So he didn't need to run off. So apparently his dad was replaceable in that way with another dog. So the pack feeling was stronger than the individual feeling for that dog anyway. And I think for my German Shepherd, she was really like, I don't think she cared too much about it, to be honest. So I think we're going for about 10 minutes or so. So I'm just gonna go for a recap on resume on the stream today and what the next week will be bringing, and then we're gonna end the stream at that, I think. Um, I just need to check up on something. Okay, that should be possible. I was considering finding maybe a place we could rate today, just for the fun of it. So we'll see when we get that far. So far, I've been working with my red spangler today, and we got to end the row and start a bit on the next one. It is spring showers, and I'm working on off stream. Just in general, I am working on songs under the cherry tree by Chris Ortega. But it is a piece you will see some of it because I am streaming from my living room in the daytime, because then I'm home alone and I don't want to be like at the complete other end of the house. If I can, like, if I have a choice. So I wanna stream. When I do the stream in the daytime, it's gonna be from my living room, and it's gonna be a little bit different setup and things like that, but it should be doable, and the people that's been there seems okay with it. Let's say that. Okay, so the schedule for the upcoming week is as follow. I am going to stream on Friday, 8 p.m. I'm not going to stream on the Thursday. I might be streaming during the week. Which day, I don't know. You will have to keep an eye out for me, either on notifications if you have pressed that, or just in general keep an eye on Twitch. I am going to update as hopefully as much as I remember it. My hang on, yeah, my Twitch, my stream information, and of course also my Instagram if ever I do. Sometimes it's very like last minute thing, and then I'm not gonna update anything. So just saying that if you really wanna be sure to not miss anything, having the notification on can be a good thing. So I will of course let you know how it goes with my husband's case in the union. And yeah, I think that should be kind of it. I'm not doing any cross stitch, I will say. And that does make me a bit sad. I have tried, but my hand is getting really um, hurt. It's hurting really bad, and it's kind of locking a lot more when I do the cross stitch at the moment, because I have to like hold it, and I can't just let it rest on something. So let's see. I'm just gonna go for the last row here. I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna not make a mistake here. Hang on. I'm gonna find a place to raid, and then we're gonna raid. Hopefully we're gonna raid, because I'm gonna do something. Oh no, what? I'm gonna try and raid out from my phone. And see what it does to my, it's hopefully it takes you. Yeah, that's some really bad thing. And it's like, what it doesn't, usually it doesn't hurt per se in the day in my hands. It's more like in the night time, and I'm like, if you're lying with your fist closed, and then I'm gonna open it, it will hurt. But the last couple of times I've been doing cross stitch, when I'm done with the cross stitch and I want to let go, it hurts because my joints is like opening. So I know it's really bad, and that's why I really needed that stand. It's not just for because I want some new gadgets. It has some really practical meaning in it. So I am going to invest in that very, very soon. Yeah, and that's kind of why I stopped knitting at one point. Those big blankets I knitted, because my hands hurt so bad when I did it, and I was like, if I'm ever gonna do anything else, I need to stop creating those big blankets. But I really, really miss working with those blankets. I will say, I really do. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try something new, and the good thing is that we're not that many in here. I think we're only you and I and a couple of more. So I'm gonna raid out. I'm just gonna find a channel to raid out, and then we're gonna do that. I'm gonna find this. It's because I can't do it on my computer, so to speak. So I need to raid out on my I need to raid out on my phone, and then hop on that too, and off on the other hand too. So it's a thing. So that's why I don't raid up that much. But I think I'm gonna try today. So I had hoped one of the I was hoping for one of either the cozy one with the felting or the other one I was talking about was on, but they have none of them now. I think I'm going to um. So do you want to go diamond painting or you want to go cross stitching? Okay, you know what? We're gonna throw the slippers in at another cat lady. I was in there yesterday, and it's like just chill out and so it should be quite nice. So I'm gonna, and now we're just gonna see because I'm on the OBS and I don't know how that's gonna react. So I'm starting to rate from my phone and hopefully I can take you with me from there. We're just gonna see. So it says anyway there and there. And right now. Yeah, we did it. Cool, I'm gonna close this now.